Hey chess friends, my name is Sprout. Welcome back to the road to 1300. We are at 1251 elo right now for our rapid. Let's see what we can do. Let's get a game started. Are we playing white or black? We've got the black pieces, so we're going to try our Caro if they allow it. If they play d4, I've been wanting to play knight to f6, probably d5, fianchetto the bishop over here, but it just isn't happening. So I think since we're playing against e4, I want to just go ahead and play c6. And the reason why I like doing it is, well, I guess it's because I know a lot of the lines of the Caro, so I feel pretty confident with it. But when you match e4 with e5, there's a lot of ideas, a lot of different openings that you have to deal with, and I just find it a little bit simpler playing the Caro against e4. They're going for the advance. Let's just go ahead and play an immediate c5. Another option is, wow, oh my goodness, they took. Oh, that's kind of crazy. You've created now two isolated pawns. Very, very crazy. I don't know why they took like that. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and pin the knight. Yeah, I don't know, because that just created too early. I was going to talk about some other things there. I was going to talk about that instead of pushing an immediate c5, we could have gotten the bishop out first, which is kind of more of a mainline sort of advanced variation of the Caro. But I like this. I rarely ever see them take immediately and create those two isolated pawns. For more beginner level players, I think it's probably a little bit more testing. It can be. I feel like because they can restrict more black's movement sometimes if you're a beginner. For intermediate players, I don't think this is good. As I said, you're creating two isolated pawns. And we might see b4 here to protect this one, but this pawn is just up for grabs. And then maybe they'll try to protect this pawn, maybe I move like bishop to f4, but then we play e6 and we're attacking this pawn. Yeah, it gets a little... I can also go here. So I don't really have to watch out too much. I can just play up right now to e6. They can't really ever... Well, they can't do anything right now. They can take there, but I think it's more important for me right now to close up the pawn chain here. I could do moves like, you know, a check, give a check, but that just seems like an excuse for them to develop their knight and then add more attackers to that. Plus, then I don't have a defender, so it seems like a really bad idea. It seems like a way to get into a lot of trouble. Okay, so now they're defending there. But now they haven't dropped that pawn yet. What am I talking about? I think I'm gonna have to, like, ask them what they're doing. I would like to eventually get things, like, get my knight out and get castled, but I don't think it's really important right now. So I think first we're gonna ask the bishop what they're doing. Okay, there we go. And now there's really, yeah, that's fine. That's happening, so we're just going to go ahead and take, because that's what we do in this situation. Now we're going to wrap around and probably target this pawn, I think, in this position. Actually, we could also give right now a check. And if they... I mean, they can block, but then I'm getting that pawn with tempo, maybe. That looks good. Let's do that. We'll give a check and we'll capture the pawn. We also have this open file that we can get our rook on. And then we need to finish getting, we need to finish getting castled. That's the other reason for taking here, is we move the bishop out of the way, and we're getting ready to get the knight out of the way, develop it somewhere. Okay, so they went ahead. Okay, there we go. Now we're in this sort of situation, and now let's get that final knight developed. Probably be a decent-ish time, maybe, for them to castle. They could also play... rook to b8 to target this pawn, remove the defender, but it doesn't really... Wow, what? Are you kidding me? What? What? You're really going to just castle into sort of things over here? I need to develop some more pieces. I can't immediately go for this. That just does not seem right. Let's get our knight developed, get castled, and then we can... Okay, well, that for sure I'm gonna do this right now, because come on. You're just bringing your king for me right into the firing line, and now that's just checkmate, I think, coming up, isn't it? I mean, what did you do that for? Okay. Let's go ahead and get castled now, because I've got hooks that I can use. There's so many things. I could push here. Do I want to immediately push? I think immediately pushing is really strong. And if I take... Also, if I push immediately right now, I think that blocks any sort of bringing the knight in there. The knight? Sorry, the rook. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then I can still castle. I've still got everything really locked down. There's not really a sacrifice. I've also got pushing d4 there. Once I castle, maybe I've got, like, an idea of a rook sacrifice or something. I just don't know why you would castle into that sort of attack. But, everything over here, their pawn structure is kind of wrecked over there. We'll see what they do in response to this. It's a bit of a weird situation. They're trying over there. Wow, okay. I might just step my king out of there, but that's a bad place to do. Okay. I think I can just push right now. Either that or I can push here. And if I castle now, Am I scared of any of this? Not really. I'm trying to figure out what works better for me. Because moving there, they'll keep pushing, I guess. Takes... I don't know. Takes looks like the thing to do. I need more firepower. So I am going to castle right now. I know they are moving some pawns in. But I think my attack is a little faster. Now I'm pretty sure I can go up there, take, and then I think I can just do some sacrifices if I have to. Because I think this is... Okay, now they're moving over. Which also isn't good. So they're trying to get more defenders over here. I could go ahead and move up there. I can also just bring in a knight over here. Or do I kick first? No, because then they can move in the corner. Let's bring on our knight. We'll bring in our knight to the attack, add some more pieces. They can still push these pawns forward if they want. I don't think they have enough time. I mean, okay. Alright, they're moving there. That's good. That is pretty good. Admittedly, that is good. So we'll have to move our queen back, but it doesn't really stop our attack, really. So we'll move our queen back here, and then we're still gonna move our, we're still gonna move a knight in. Actually, now I could almost move forward there as well. King's in the corner, so that's really looking bad. Yeah, I think knight's incoming. And then we'll kind of see what they do. Knight's incoming. They could push. But if they do, we just go ahead in and take on C2. I mean, they could push right now. If they push right now, I think oh, okay. That's, So are we suggesting they're gonna go here to defend it? I can also go here and go like that. So it's kind of what do I want to do? This threatens an immediate checkmate. So they'd have to do something to defend. Also, though, in doing that... Yeah, I think I start with this. That gives me ideas of this. That gives me ideas of this. That just gives me a lot of ideas. So we'll just go right in now. And we're threatening the queen at the same time. We're threatening some pretty nasty intentions here. We're threatening this. Just a lot of threats. It's a tough game. Wow, they take. They're actually taking there. That's impressive. That's crazy, actually. The fact that they'd take there? Okay. Well, that is really weird. I mean, I guess they felt like they had to. Okay, that's not going to really do anything. Let's take here. They can keep pushing, but they're too slow there. Yeah, they're just too slow. And I feel like... You know, I could even sack. I can't really sack there. I could go sack here to bring the king out. Bring in another guy here and just like, it seems like it's a king on the run situation. That might be a really silly play. could also bring around another piece right here to threaten. Well, what happens? Let me calculate. So if we go and play b2, king captures, because otherwise it's going to turn into a checkmate. Although, technically in that situation, the king doesn't have to capture. You could come around with your queen, and it's not really working. Of course, this is kind of silly. We could just, do we really need any of this? I mean, couldn't we just bring another rook around? This has to be bad. They've got... And their queen also is kind of stuck there. I think we just bring more pieces into the fray, you know? Because we definitely have a situation where we can double things up. Let's just control both these open files. That has to be pretty good. If they push, we can't go there, can we? Because then it's... well, actually, no, we can, because if the queen ever comes down, we might be able to get our checks in and get, you know, and checkmate them. It's gonna be a real close one. Because I just don't think the queen can ever leave that, you know, leave that, that space. We can also, push. Okay, queen's coming back there to kind of trying to defend that. Maybe this, and that, and this, and that doesn't work. We can bring this over to here. Because they can't take, because it's pinned. I don't know what that accomplishes, but it looks interesting. We could, yeah, I don't know. Knight to B, or knight, rook to B3. Might be the medicine, I don't know. With the idea of then pushing this pawn, but that doesn't particularly do much. I could also just keep it simple and move the queen here, which looks decent. But then I guess they swing around and defend. We could also go here and have a bunch of pieces looking at it. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. Okay, let's see. Getting interesting. We can also break things off there. And we can also just say... We can also double on to B8 now. Doubling on B8 looks okay. With the idea of we're actually going to go into here and threaten... Yeah, so we could do that. Otherwise we bring the queen back and just trade it all down. Let's get out of the way. let's get out of the way. We'll go here and threaten the queen and threaten checkmate. We'll lose 2 rooks in that exchange, but we'll get the queen off the board. And I think by that point, I should be able to clean up. We'll have to get our king out of danger real quick. Yeah, I think that's going to force them to trade off some things. Okay. That's better for me, though. Yeah, that's way better for me. There we go. Actually, it's worse. What am I talking about? Better for me. Pfft. That's way worse. That's way, way worse. Why'd I bother with that? Ah! That is so silly. Ah, 1 lapse in judgment. That's horrible. No, why'd I do that? That wasn't better for me at all. And I just went with it so quickly. Oh, I don't get upset very often, but that's upsetting. I don't know why I did that. Now, I went from, like, having an advantage to having no advantage whatsoever. I don't think I can win this now. I'll have to try to trade off the rooks, but now, because I did that move, my king is completely out of it. No, I think I just squandered the entire win. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so badly. That hurt so badly. Okay, well, let's get up and we'll try to see if we can get the king to do something. Okay. We'll just have to start pushing the pawn. At least that'll get rid of that pawn, probably. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we completely squandered that one. Let's do a game review real quick and see how bad it was. Yeah, to go from a completely winning position to just completely losing from one quick oversight. Okay, well, let's review so we can learn what not to do. Everything up to this point was, I mean, this stuff was pretty good overall. We started to gain an advantage right in here. All this stuff is great. Getting our knight, bringing our knight in, bringing our queen back. Everything, like, is just great moves that we're making. And this is a miss right here. Interesting. So we could have done a tactic right here. We could have taken... Okay. So the idea is takes like that. And then I imagine this. Yeah. Oh, that's disappointing. Alright, well, we learned something. What did we learn? We learned that you can't make snap decisions. Because even right here, this move, like... We still... Everything was fine. We just had to probably move back. Or to, you know... I mean, everything was fine. Oh, that's the miss, too. Push the pawn, right? Yeah, so we just didn't take enough time here. If we're looking at our, like... If we look at our time management, we were taking the right amount of time on all of our moves, really thinking it through. And here we just got careless. And yeah, that's it. So, that stinks. But hey, you know, it's a learning experience. It's painful. I'm not going to forget this for a while, so it's going to help us in our future games, so it's all good. Alright, well, that brings us down to 1243 for Elo. We'll have to get back on the bandwagon and try to make some progress, but that's going to do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And if you want to interact with me live, follow me on Twitch. The link is in the video description. Alright, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!